Welcome to HD Toy Theater. Today we're looking at the DC Collectibles Teen Titans Red Robin action figure. He stands about 7 inches tall, very well sculpted and painted, has limited articulation, so let's dive right in and see what Red Robin has to offer. Red Robin includes his wings as his only accessory, and it's made of a nice sturdy material here, not too flexible, just a little flexible, very well sculpted. You can see those lines and feel them. They're pretty well done here. Pretty pointy too, so be careful. And then you have this little connector here that'll plug right into the opening here on his back. And now he's equipped with his wings. Taking a closer look at the figure now, he's very well sculpted, has a nice lean physique. Good color choices, flat black and flat red here. Nice gold being used. Here on the gloves, on the bicep area, the holster on his chest, the little gold buckle there. And then a little metallic red with his emblem. Right there, with a nice gold there. There's a back shot of his utility belt. He has a lot of straps. So you got some there on his ab area, and then you have the cross holster. There's boots down there. Notice the different texture. It's pretty different than the texture on the rest of his black suit. It's a nice contrast there. And then I really dig the head sculpt a lot. Very youthful. I like the mask design, the hair, how it's flowing kind of back and has a little style to it. For articulation, ball jointed head at the top of his neck, so pretty decent range, can tilt and rotate no problem. Ball hinge arms with that much upward range, we can spin around. Bicep swivel right there, single jointed elbow. Right about there. Not much range. The glove rotates right there. At the mid forearm, no ab, no waist cut articulation, ball jointed legs here. Pretty decent split range. Little swivel, very subtle. Not much. Single jointed knee. The boot rotates right there, and then you have forward and back motion on the foot. And that's Red Robin's articulation. Final thoughts on the Red Robin action figure. Very well sculpted. Paint apps are pretty well done. Nice and clean. Good color choices used on the figure itself. The articulation is limited. Has the typical DC Collectibles range of motion, which is kind of a problem for me. More range with the elbows and knees especially. I can forgive the waist cut articulation. The big thing that annoys me is the wings. I wish they could spread out like you would expect them to do, like you see in the comics, into that more gliding-like pose that we want to put those wings into, but it's kind of a shame that DC Collectibles didn't deliver on that part. But overall, I think it looks good enough for your DC New 52 action figure collection from DC Collectibles. So take those little points to heart and decide whether you want to pick this guy up. Priced about 25 bucks. Get yours at a local comic book store near you, or DCComics.com, Amazon, all the typical online shops, and add him to your collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hit like, dislike, and or comment. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out HDToyTheater.com, and we'll see you next time.